What's up, party people, to another episode of New Action Podcast. I'm your host, Too Groovy, and today we have a very special guest, Goddess Shy. What's
Jay
good,
Shy.
Goddess? Jay Shy. Jay Shy. Let me get that correct. Please tell the people what you all about.
All right. So peace and greetings, family. My name is Goddess Jay Shy. And I do not get offended because everybody messes it up. I just tell everybody just call me Queen. So everybody calls me Queen, right? Um, but I do host two podcasts, Combos with the Queen. That's one podcast that I host, which is pretty much like this, conversations with people. And then the other podcast that I host is With All Things in Perspective Radio. And you can find me under both names, Goddess J Shy. You can look at that. And basically, that podcast is about my visions, my dreams, my life stories. But currently, it's about the world around us and everything that's going on in history.
All right. So I found Queen because I've been calling you Queen all day. That's probably why I messed up your name because I've been
No, it's
calling you
okay. I
Queen.
don't get offended. That's why I
Um,
tell people call me Queen.
yeah, but I ran into you because your energy is just like it's very magnetic, and we bumped into each other on Twitter. Out of all the people, for some reason we just bumped into each other. So and we've been conversing all day. So and we brought down some topics that we felt like the people not only need to hear, but it would be great to expound upon. So I want to let you take over with the list, and then we're gonna get it rocking. Yeah. So in that way, the people can hear your personality, and I can shut up talking and all that stuff. All right.
All right. My disclaimer, which I usually don't give, but I am not on my own podcast alone today. My disclaimer is usually that my presentation is a little aggressive, but it's because my heart is fired with passion for my people and for us to live better lives and better futures for ourselves and our future generations. However, why the fuck?
Hello, Queen.
Why are we still? Why are we still entertaining these goddamn celebrities? Nope. Literally. Why are we entertaining them? Why are we giving them the money? Why are we giving them our energy?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Right? Why are we circulating our currency with them
Facts
under these circumstances when they're not doing nothing to help us?
at all. And excuse me, I don't understand why we allowed them to stunt on us with the money that we gave them.
Period.
Because
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, if you think about it, like all day you bobbing your head to being called a broke nigga. And every day they're disrespecting your girl by saying I'll fuck your bitch. Like you consciously you're not thinking like, oh, they're talking to me. But unconsciously you
But they
know
are.
like they're disrespecting you. And it's like, why do we allow them to do that? Like why do we and then I want to say this. All they've done, like this is like a revolutionary time. This will be in history books this time, right? And a lot of them are just having girls twerk, they're beefing, or they're releasing music like nothing serious is going on, or they're trying to incite people's anger.
Yep.
And I wish people would understand that those are the worst people to idolize because they don't care about you. Like they don't care about any of us at all. Period. They when they say broke ass nigga, like they're talking to us, even though
Because
they're
we're
the one.
giving them all our money. We're broke because we're giving all of them.
Mm-hmm.
We
Niggas
we
selling
are we are
$80 sweaters. and we buying them. Like what?
We are investing in zero profit stock.
Tell okay. Since you said that, can you explain that for the people who don't know?
One, everybody, for the lack of levels, everybody in this country is stock. Is a one share of stock. Your birth certificate, your social security card, that is equals stock. You are stock on the stock market, NASDAQ. However, okay, these individuals that we're giving money to, normally when you invest in stock, I invest in stock. Normally when
Mm-hmm.
you invest in stock, you get a return,
Right.
a monetary return, something tangible. These people, we're investing time, money, energy, and whatever it is else that we have for them, and literally getting nothing in return but an hour or two of giving them more of that.
Mm-hmm. Like it's people who argue about artists at the crib that they never met. There's people who build careers off of arguing about people that they never met. And it's like we are so we
There are people who fight, shoot, and kill over these people.
yeah. Yeah, if I'm not I know this one story. I heard somebody killed somebody over arguing about a performance or something like that not too long ago. And it's like and then look, it be the ultra religious people too. It be the ones that be like in their Bible it say don't idolize people. Don't idolatry is a sin. But as soon as their favorite rapper come on, they ready to scrap. Or
I'm
they
glad you
dead,
mentioned that. I'm
you
glad
know?
you mentioned that because that's another example of profitless stock. You get, you give your money to the church every Sunday, you get nothing in return. But going there Sunday to give it to them again, or Saturday, or whatever day. I don't give a fuck what day you go. I don't give a fuck what church you go to, what kind it is. You get nothing in return but that energy and that feeling for that moment.
And I say this too. I got two things to build on that. I always say this. There's two things you can find in the hood: a church and a liquor store. Those are the two things. And why is the most demonic activity happening where most churches are? That shows you where that frequency, where who what kind of frequency that brings. And also it's like churches should have a fund for emergencies for the community. What do I mean by that? Sister Janice can't pay her rent, and we've been passing the collection plate 4 times this month. Here you go, Sister Janice. Or Brother Michael ain't got food in the house. You feel me? Like,
There
here
you
you
go.
go.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Prime example. So now that you said that, we're gonna flip right back to the celebrities because that's what we was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, the celebrities, because everybody fan mail exists. Fan
Yeah.
mail now is so instant that live streaming on Instagram is considered fan mail and people don't realize it. You texting these people
Mm-hmm.
while they're live, that's fan mail, right? So you're
Yeah.
telling them your life, you're telling them your story, you're in your DM. They're not doing shit to help you. Just like what you
Nope.
said about the church. You're telling them, I'm a fan of yours. I got your everything. I got your everything. I need help with my lights. I need help with my water. My baby need whatever the fuck, or as a man, I need whatever the fuck. I'm trying to get whatever the fuck, right? And
Mm-hmm.
they don't even check their DMs.
They won't even listen, this is how grimy the industry niggas are, right? Yeah, shout out, man. Yosef El Baby, he the shit. Like that's my brother. That's my bro. Uh, they're so grimy with it that they'll see an up and coming rapper, like his shit, won't support, but they might tell their producer to make this type of beat and then write a song to the same cadence. That's how dirty. That's how dirty these niggas are. But
That is the part of the business industry. That's the part of the business that's fucked up about it that they don't tell you. For
Right.
instance, Elvis Presley. Nobody really knows that Elvis Presley was strictly the white shadow of a black man.
Yes. Yeah.
It
And the
was a black man
pedophile at
who,
that. I gotta put that up there too.
yeah, it
He
was
was,
a black man who wrote the songs, who sung the demos, who danced the moves, and literally Elvis sat there with this man for years and did everything this man told him to do. So it was a black man, but Elvis portrayed him because the man didn't want show business. He wanted to be a ghostwriter type, whatever. He made more money.
yeah. Yeah. That's the illusion. The artists really don't make nothing because they're literally in debt their whole career. Like there's not a lot of artists that are in debt right now because they take that advance. And advance is just a loan. So they stunt and toss the money and all that stuff and then rent jewelry just to stun on you when they really like, I hope they buy this because I ain't got shit else. And all
Common sense ain't I'm sorry, a pardon self. Common sense ain't common, and it's a superpower because you're right.
yeah.
This the stuff that I see and witness, and it's just like why people don't notice this stuff
They
because
notice.
we're glued.
I won't even say people don't notice it. It's called actively ignoring. It's an
Mm.
active ignorance. You know,
Willful ignorance.
yeah,
Yeah.
willful ignorance. Because if you don't acknowledge it, then it's not real to them,
Ain't that
at
good?
least. But that
Do you
shows you
know how? Do you know? Do you truly understand how psychotic that makes a person to be able to compartmentalize like that? Honestly,
and then
because
look,
the stuff that you and I have talked about, the things that you and I have talked, we can't pretend that shit didn't happen,
right, right.
no matter how hard we try.
And then I wanna add this to that. That shows you how much control of reality we actually do have. Because we can actually ignore something that is right there in our faces if we like literally we can just pretend. Yosef
That's
said,
proof of the Matrix, though. That's proof of the Matrix, though.
mm-hmm, fact. And we're really just manipulating energy and frequency with our words, with our actions, with our environment. That's all it is. But Yosef says, yep, so true. And he said the only thing a black man can do for him is write songs for him. Right.
And he was right. That's all that, and he was right, and he meant that, and
And
nobody took that into consideration that he meant that. He meant that he said what he said. Period. I don't know if other
but no,
people.
no, I can't. I was listening. But yeah, it's that's the sad part too is that black people, you know, we've been on the chitlin circuit before we were born, and we've been cooning. Well, not me, but people. Well, no, I did. I had my cooning that years. I can't even stunt. Yeah, I was a
We all did it at one
I was a
point, and it
minstrel
was just
show
not being
for a little
seen.
minute. I can't even stunt, but um,
It was intentional cooning. We were asleep.
facts. Because okay, think about it this way: we don't even think that entertainers are doing a minstrel show because what was minstrel shows back then? It was portraying ourselves in the most negative way. It was a caricature of what being black was, with the big lips, with the super dark faces, with the shucking and jiving in the language, right? What are rappers?
Thank you. Thank you.
Like
I
what?
I
Like
took I took acting class. Right. I'm Life Path 3, so I love anything communication. I took liberal arts. I took an acting class, and I took a really dope acting. I had a really dope acting teacher in Houston, and he said anything. He said, "Don't be fooled." He actually was the acting coach for the one on I can't think of his name because fuck TV, but the nerd with all them nerds on it. But he said anything with an audience and a presentation is a performance. He said, I don't care if you're watching a court proceeding, the news, or basketball. He said, now whether you know which part of that performance to take literal or not is up to you.
All right. Yeah. It's really based on your perception, right? Even okay, I'll put it this way too. Think of like when you go to even a family reunion is an act because you kind of have to play different roles with different people that you're talking to. So like isn't that it doesn't that open the door to like who are we really? Like are we a person or are we um the character we portray depending on the audience? Like ain't that something to ponder? Like just think about like are you like without anybody in the room, who are you? Like
Yep.
who are you when you don't have anything that bounce your energy off of?
That
You
is
feel
it.
me?
That is what we call integrity and character. Who are you?
Like like when
You're
you look
absolutely
in
right.
the mirror, who's looking back? Like can you look at yourself in the mirror for a long time? And some people can't
You
even
know
look
what?
at themselves.
You're right. Because for a long time I did not. And I made that prevalent. I made that very like don't put no mirror in front of me. Don't. There was things going on with me that I couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I I wouldn't say that I did anything per se outside of not forgive myself for shit that I had no control over.
All right.
I hadn't learned to forgive myself yet, and I literally could not look at myself in the mirror.
That's powerful because I think in the black community we do everybody has a degree of self-loathing because something inside of us is telling us that we're not living to our fullest extent.
Yep.
And think of it this way: is there any time in your day, in the average? I want everybody to just think about this for a second. In 24 hours, is there a time in the day that you can actually be yourself, uninhibited? Is there a time of day where your action does not negatively or positively affect people around you? I don't think there is. In 24 hours, that's only when you're about to go to sleep. That's the only time. But
And
you'll
probably not even then, depending, right? Probably not even then, depending, right? Because you and I can say that because we don't have children.
right. Well, look, I snore and people be complaining. So yeah, I guess even then, I guess even then.
It still all depends on perspective.
Yep.
What's he
Yosef,
saying?
Yosef says, I watched the Huey P. Newton video today that was made in 1988, and the Black Panthers were so intelligent, I couldn't stop thinking why people didn't learn from them. They were so on point. Yo, go
I'll
ahead.
let you respond to that. Okay. Well, um, rotate in paradise. Kwame Ture. I love Kwame Ture. I got one of the biggest crushes on the world, in the world, around the world for that man because I'm Sapio. The reason why, and I'm not, and I won't, and I won't say that people did not follow suit. What happened was COINTELPRO. So the Black Panthers got infiltrated early and shut down so quick that the programs that we have now, like the free lunch program and certain things for kids that the government offers, was originally owned by the Black Panthers. But because they shut them down, they took the intellectual property. So definitely, you're right about that.
And that's true.
We can still go ahead.
No, that's true. I was just agreeing with you.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too. I'm glad that you say that, Yosef, because we have had a lot of leaders. We've had a lot of templates. We've had a lot of plans, and people are just choosing not. Like, we have to realize that the majority of us never left the plantation. You got to remember, people were still during the Gullah Wars. People were still enslaved. People were still bound to massa. There was probably people who were mad that the Indians, the natives, and the black Africans were teaming together to kill the masters. Like, they were probably upset. There's literally some people who don't want to be free, and we have to accept that. We have
What
to.
people don't realize is, pardon my bottle pop. What people don't realize is that Stockholm syndrome is a psychological thing. Okay?
Yeah.
When the gate is open and when the zoo door is open and the tiger does not walk out, it's not because he doesn't know he can't.
Yeah.
It's because he has not unprogrammed himself to know that he can't, right? So we have that's part of the consciousness, to where you have to fully unprogram every Stockholm syndrome right now for us in this community is religion. Let's be honest. Anything, I don't give a fuck which one you choose. Put them all on the wheel and spin that bitch.
Right. But
Honestly.
see, but yeah, and we need to take ownership of that, because, like, there's no reason. Like, okay, Yosef says, yes, I know that, but if they had these videos floating around and so much knowledge in them, they are relevant today. And the fact that they are still relevant is the issue. They shouldn't be. Like, our ancestors should have nipped that shit in the bud. Like, okay, like, for instance, people, like I said, this is a historical moment in time, right? The future generations, our children's children, they're going to look back and say, well, President Trump allowed everybody to get $12,000 at minimum. At minimum, 1,200, right? Why didn't they start businesses? Why didn't they build communities? Why didn't they invest? Why didn't niggas in Atlanta, as soon as they got let out, they bought Jordans. They didn't put their money together.
Today, right? I know you seen what
No.
they did today.
No. What they? I was on my own plantation.
I forgot. You was on your own. They went and bought. The city of Atlanta went and bought water guns to shoot the police with. You niggas got fucking $1,200 bitch ass dollars, complained about it, and showed up to a fist fight with toilet paper and water guns.
That is sickening.
You wondering why don't nobody want to stick out your neck for who sticks out their neck for stupid? That irritates my soul. No, you laughing. You fucking laughing. That irritates. Do you know how long we've been waiting to burn this bitch for 8 days? And we show up with toilet paper and water guns and bootleg face masks. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Never in history have we ever been able to get away with any shit like that. And y'all showed up with water guns and toilet paper. I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it.
That's because the wrong people are involved. Okay, for instance, like Black Lives Matter literally ran a censorship campaign, and everybody followed suit. It is so easy to manipulate a whole entire, like everybody, the whole Black community fell for it. It's like information was just going rampant, and then everybody shut up.
Everybody shut up. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And to answer your question, Youssef, like when he said part one, everybody shut the fuck up. So we talking about the intellectual people. He said we talking about the intellectuals. Pardon yourself, this water. One, the intellectuals shut the fuck up. I don't know why. Two, certain things had to happen anyway for this to even happen in the okay. Let me reel it back. I the way my brain works is like Quentin Tarantino when I explain shit. I'll get to
Yeah.
explaining shit, but then I gotta backtrack real quick and run back so you understand what I'm saying, then come back for it real quick. So stay with the queen, okay? Black power, people. Okay, so during the time of our ancestors, and by our ancestors, I mean our living, not living, known, unknown, and our current elders. During their time of civil rights, because between them and now is the biggest gap we've pretty much ever had for all of this shit. But during their time, the difference between them and us now is foundation, okay? Like I tell people, this specific generation, religion was already taken out of school, okay? Our parents grew up and our grandparents grew up with religion in the school. They had prayer, right? They had probably Bible study and shit, right? Okay. Discipline. Okay. The teachers could whoop our parents' ass and our grandparents' ass. Teachers couldn't touch us. Right? Their parents could whoop their ass. Okay. By the time, I don't know, probably some of y'all age, maybe my age, I'm in my mid-30s. Our parents couldn't whoop us, right? So you took away fear of God, fear of discipline, fear of authoritarianship, if that's a fucking word, and if it ain't, it is now. I don't give a fuck. The motherfuckers made words. I can make my own, right?
All right.
You took away all these things, and you expect this generation to let you do fuck shit to them? That's not happening. You got away with fuck shit to people who was praying to Jesus and scared of you whooping their ass, and their mama whooping their ass, and Bessie Sue around the corner whooping their ass, and the teacher being able to speak. You took all fear away from this generation, which had to happen. It wasn't gonna happen before, because like I said, religion has divided us away from the bigger picture. Religion has divided us away from the bigger picture. But it has not divided our oppressors away from the bigger picture. They don't give a fuck. Everybody in on it except for us. I don't care which country you go to. They're going to start with an N. They're going to end with an A when they refer to you.
Yeah.
I don't care which country you go to. Everybody's running the race except for us, and they're running against us, and then making sure we're at the bottom, and then beefing with each other later.
And I kind of understand why an intellectual person would give up on the people, because they're the ones that you feel like should be supporting you are going to be the ones that's fighting you the most. Hold on 1 second.
You good? He's right though. The intellectuals, one, we're far and few in between. Let's be honest, because like I said, common sense ain't common, and in this 21st century, it's a superpower, right? It's a superpower to have common sense now. So like, he's right. He's absolutely right in saying that. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. But damn, I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, okay, the people who should support you the most are the ones that fight you the most, because they cannot stand. Hold on, let me I'm gonna refresh because I was just notified that I'm choppy. Hold on.
Go ahead. Okay, so for instance, I don't know if y'all follow David Banner or not. I watched something that he posted to his story. I think it was last week, and he basically was like, our people, we don't have any leaders because our leaders are scared to come forward because our people don't support them. We don't support intellect in our community. Let's be honest. We don't support intellect. In school, if you're smart, your friends teach you.
Yeah. You ain't
And he
getting.
said, why?
Yeah.
He said, why is it that our leaders are dying lonely and broke? They shouldn't die neither way.
Facts. Yeah, like you getting played if you like you woman or man, if you're smart, if you're intelligent, you're getting downplayed. Like I was arguing, well, I wasn't really arguing, they was arguing with me. I had some family members arguing with me, and it was like, yo, like, do you argue with a professor in college? Like, do you like tell him that, oh, bring your evidence? Like, why is it because I'm a young black man that do my independent research that I gotta prove to you that I know what I'm talking about when I'm displaying the evidence right in your face? Like we don't get like black intellectuals don't get respect, and it's not even. I promise you, it's not. I have not had a white person. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been speaking about separation. I've been speaking about black power. I've been speaking about black economics. I've been speaking about all types of shit. No white person has disrespected me yet. It's been niggas, bro. Queen, I put this on my life. It's been all niggas who's been disrespecting me. It's been niggas arguing with me. It's been niggas like trying to little nigga me, like it's been all niggas like throwing negative energy to me, and it's like, dude, you should be proud that a young brother is taking his time in his life essence to try to help people. Like it's crazy, and it's like, man, it's that shit crazy, yo. It be
You're right.
like it's like it's 1,000 rappers, but if your nephew trying to rap, you make him feel like he the greatest rapper in the world. And even if you don't feel like it, like it's about confidence, yo. Like we gotta build our confidence up. Like you can't hate on the nigga who climbing, and then when he get to the top, you acting like you their biggest supporter. Like niggas got shit backwards, man.
Everybody right now in this specific movement in time want to claim either Martin or Malcolm, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Martin Luther King Day every year, right?
Yep. Yes, ma'am.
They acknowledge Malcolm X's birthday every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times as a community, from the top to the bottom, I don't give a fuck about social status, have you heard anybody say, hey, y'all, as a community, for their birthday, let's give $1 to their family?
Man, that's right. That's right.
We don't. People ask me, people tell me, you so black power, you so black power, you so why you not out there protesting? One, because I'm not stupid.
Preach.
2, I would stick my neck out for motherfuckers that don't stick their neck out for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's and 3, I'm not stupid. I'm not from here. Where I'm living right now, I'm not from here. I have no friends here. I have no family here. So what? I'm gonna run outside, get my dumb ass popped, go to jail, and then sit there, and my friends and family ain't gonna know shit.
Right. And then look, I mean, from the city where I'm from, a nigga hurting me physically is more likely than a police hurting me. Period. Because I'm from Flint, Michigan, and y'all know how it goes down in Flint, Michigan. Like, and if y'all don't know, look at the news. Like, we've been on top of the murder rate, at least top 3 under, if not before Detroit, under Detroit, and Detroit is way bigger than Flint. So niggas be killing niggas every day where I'm from. So I'm not afraid. I'm not really that afraid of cops. Like, I know white people. I know that they're racist. Like, and I honestly feel like all white people have 5% racism in them, because no matter how nice they are, they're gonna say something slick. out the
It's
side of their
genetic.
mouth. Like they're going to
It's
just
genetic.
do it, right?
It's genetics. It's
But
genetic.
I'm more, unfortunately, I got to be more conscious and on guard walking down the street to go get I'm just using this as an example because I don't eat that shit, but I have to prepare myself for some bullshit walking to the store to get a snack cake before I
Yep.
have to worry about getting stopped by a cop and being asked,
Me
what am I
too.
doing here? Like, niggas mug you at, like, let's stop pretending that we don't self-hate and perpetuate the stereotype. Like, niggas mug you when you walking down the street. Niggas, like, I be doing experiments, like I be saying, like, how many black people gonna say hi back to me when I walk down the street? I'd be like, hey, how you doing, sir? How
Yep.
your day going? I'll say that, and most of them ignore me, or they
Yep.
do this. And it's like, bro, like, it's not like the sun out, the wind blowing is good. Like, why can't you be like, hey, I'm doing good, bro. Thanks for asking. Like, we don't love each other. We damn sure don't love ourselves. So
I'm
I
glad you
mean,
mentioned that. I'm
like,
glad you mentioned that because I am convinced, and I do, and I'm just gonna say I am convinced that when I say that, that just means it's my personal opinion. I have no receipts. Okay, but I am convinced that when they adjusted the frequency of music off the natural love frequency, and since we've been playing it so long, that it has literally tilted the axis that we on, and that's why people is fucked up right now. I feel like we all as a collective need to start playing music on the original frequency to tilt this bitch back.
right, right. But only certain people are going to do that, Queen. And I'm the last person because I'm very optimistic. But we have to acknowledge that people fell in love with being demonic.
Oh,
Like, people don't like, it's like some people
you
are
right. You
uncomfortable with
right.
smiling.
You right. You right.
Hold on. Crown G wants to know what's the goddess IG.
Okay. Thank you
Hold
for
on.
asking.
Hold on, because I'm about to go ahead. Go ahead, Queen. What's your
My
IG?
Instagram is the same. GODDESSJAICHI, no spaces. The way you see it right here is the way I am on all of my social media. GODDESSJAICHI.
Let me
Instagram,
know.
Twitter.
Let me know if I spelled this wrong because I'm about to scroll it. I'm about.
Okay.
Hold on, one
They
second.
really don't do that here in San Francisco, California, or Oakland anymore. They used to mug and start problems. Now, if it's something happening, it's personal. Yeah, because it's changing back. It is changing back slowly. That's how it was. I could say like in Chicago. I grew up in Chicago. You don't say hi to strangers. And it
Yeah.
ain't because strangers kidnap your ass. It's because strangers will beat your ass up because they don't. Why you talking to them?
Yep. Yep. They think smile is a sign. There's literally places that I go that I don't smile at because I'm not for the games, and I know what it is. I know what it's. It's just
Yep.
some places where you just gotta know the street code. You gotta like. I am the last person to call myself a hood nigga. I just grew up in the hood, so I'm street smart. I know when, where, why, who to go to, who not to talk to, what time is good to be here, when it's not. All that shit. Like, I know, like, you just gotta know that because you will be a victim. Like, it is easy to become a victim in the hood, yo.
Oh my
And
god.
that's sad, but that's the truth. Like,
Why
concrete
you think it's
jungle.
called the track?
Yeah,
Why you think it's called the
exactly.
track? And we glorified it.
Yeah, because we think it's cute.
We
Toxicity is
glor-
cute.
we we glorified that frequency and still glorified that frequency so much so that now we have a whole trap museum.
And look and think about this too. Think about the Baphomet effect of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be seeing girls rap whole lyrics talking about fuck bitches, blah da 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 da. And then niggas be like sauced out, and when I say sauced out, I mean flamboyant, glittery, and like why was there such thing as Robin jeans? Like, think about it. Robin jeans. Do y'all remember Robin jeans?
Okay.
The glitter tight pants that people used to rock, like back in 2017. Okay. Why was that a trend? Why is niggas wearing purses these days? It went from when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I used to always want a computer messenger bag because I thought that looked sophisticated. Now they got purses. And mind you, I grew up poor, so I never got to have a messenger bag. But I wouldn't rock no messenger bag now because they might think I got a Chanel purse on because that's what niggas like these days. So
purses and kilts. Purses and kilts.
Crown G says you get these feelings from being young, being in the community, and learning how to feel them vibrations when it's time to go, when the cop is coming, all that. Yeah. It's almost like they have ingrained fear. Because even like I ain't gonna cap, like when I see a cop, I'm like, dog, just don't fuck with me, bro. Just don't fuck with me. Please, like I'll be like, man. A lot of the times,
I think on some levels, it's just being in tune, divinely in tune with yourself, because, right, these are antennas, and when you get that gut feeling, that is your chakra, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So
solar plexus.
Like I agree with what you're saying, but it can go both ways. Like it's been things in my past that I was getting ready to do that I knew I ain't had no business doing, and right before I did it, I got a good feeling.
I'm not saying that it's a negative thing to know your environment. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's just the fact that we are constantly in a state of, okay, I'll say this much. Where just name one place that a common black person can be at peace. And it ain't the church because they hooping and hollering.
6 feet deep.
Yeah, exactly. Like you gotta be dead. Like there's not one area. Like you can't even go to a park because a white person might be scared that you're gonna rob them. Like I remember I was trying to meditate with my crystals under a tree, and white people was looking at me like, "What is you doing here?" Like I thought they was gonna call the cops on me. And it's not like I was like doing some weirdo humming shit. I was literally just sitting down, cross-legged under the tree. They couldn't even see the crystals in my hand because I had my hands closed. All they saw was a black person sitting down. And it's almost like we have to be in constant motion to not be a victim. You hear me? We have to be.
I hear what you're saying. And I was just thinking that in my mind, I'm thinking with what you're saying, I'm thinking they do that all the time. And it's almost like it's almost to me like they legitly expect us to be somewhere specific, like all of us in a group. Like they expect us to be somewhere specific.
Yes.
Like it's always, what are you doing here? And it's like, where do I supposed to be?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's like facts though. But it's not even just black, it's not white people either. It's niggas too. Like how many times have you heard what you doing in my hood? Yosef says crazy. Men are supposed to be men. It's a number of things that's flipping these young boys. Chemical, social programming, and abuse. Yeah. There is this chemical compound in like, and this might be weird that I'm bringing this up, but that just crossed my mind. There's a chemical compound that mimics estrogen that's in the
atrazine, atrazine.
in the Whoppers, in the vegan veggie Whoppers. See, we on the same page. You know exactly where I'm going.
It's in the water in Atlanta.
Yosef says that is true, King. I just thought about that. It's when you're outside, it's like you have to keep it moving. Yeah,
Yeah,
you really being pushed. You can't even think. But that's crazy that they put that in the water. Like that's yeah, you can't
it's
though.
in the water in Atlanta.
I believe it because
Mm.
they are very, very, very flamboyant out there. Very.
It's synthetic estrogen. You're absolutely right.
Hold on, let me see. I'm about to look up something real quick. So Queen, go ahead and can you bring up the next topic?
Most
Um,
definitely.
while I look this up.
Oh, we said that we was gonna think about doing a new challenge. Remember?
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and tell the people about that. Yeah.
We said that since the only way to get niggas, we ain't talking about the intellects, Yusef. Niggas is our problem right now. It's too many niggas and it's not enough intellect. The only way to get niggas to do anything is if we create a challenge for them. So we said, what if we did the Black Business Receipt Challenge? Niggas got to start posting Black business receipts, bro.
Yep. For the next
You got to start posting. You ain't got to show how much, right? Per se, we got to see
right?
numbers. We got to see numbers because you can post anybody receipt, screenshots ain't shit. We got to see facts. Like niggas finna for me, niggas finna have to start posting receipts. I need to know. I need to know which side of the line of the sand are you on.
Facts. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Said, yep, it's in a lot of things. The Black Panther said it way back then. They even spread the fruits and vegetables. That's facts. If you actually try to eat a raw fruit or vegetable from a store, you kind of have like a gag reflex a little bit, or you feel like it's kind of like it's spicy, like not spicy, but you feel you know what I'm talking about. Like it's kind of like ew, what the fuck
The
is that?
pesticides. The
Yeah.
pesticides. My mother had when they started doing all that, my mother had us like all the groceries. I didn't She didn't care if it was a banana. She had us rinse everything in sea salt, like warm water and sea salt,
See,
because the sea salt kills
she's
germs
smart.
and pesticides and all of that.
Okay, this is like not what I was trying to show y'all. Oh shit. There we go. Sorry.
Mhm. No, you good.
I'm. Can y'all see me?
Yes, I can.
Cause it's something that it's this picture I'm trying to show y'all, but okay. If it's too small, then we'll deal with it. But let me show y'all this picture. I'm gonna put this in one of my lectures too. But let me show y'all something real quick. Cause I ate it myself and I'm kind of really mad because it tastes really good. I ain't even gonna cap. But look at this. Can y'all see this right here? Let me see. Okay, yeah, y'all can see that. It says Burger King's
Mhm.
Impossible Burger contains 44 milligrams of estrogen. It is a GMO. It has a huge amount of, excuse me, inflammatory vegetable oil. And if y'all know, just I started this string of episodes called Corner Store Chemistry, where I break down what exactly are in our corner store food. So please go check that out. Check that video out. It's a lot of information, and we talk about vegetable oil. And that's another episode is coming soon. But yeah, regular one fourth pound hamburger only contains 2.5 milligrams of estrogen, but it shouldn't have estrogen, period. But anyways, 44 milligrams of estrogen is equal to birth control and enough to cause gynecomastia, which is male breast growth. And as you can see, he got titties.
So, so,
He got
so
boobs. So
he does. So what does that tell you? A lot when you look at America, right? We're the most obese, right? We're the most
yes,
obese country allegedly in the whole world. And usually that upper area for everybody. You'll see like what I'm gonna be funny right now. What was that? This shit that people at Walmart where you'll see
Yeah.
women women that look like a size 2 at the bottom and a size 24 at the top.
With the sucked in booty like they trying not to fart, and his bitch just
Right. Or
buffing them up.
or right or heavy set men with boobs, but their lower body is toned and fit
Mm-hmm.
because estrogen affects those specific areas. Women, when okay, so without being too graphic, because there are men and y'all don't be liking to hear this stuff, but estrogen works in this way. When we get a height of estrogen, it's because we're getting ready to one get pregnant, right? Our cycle is coming or we're already pregnant. So then we get to storing all this fat around our
Mm-hmm.
stomach, cushion and insulation for the baby. And we get to storing all this fat in our boobs because it makes the mams push the milk out, right? So in turn on y'all side, y'all end up with the motherfucking tie around y'all belly and the goddamn man boobs because they're pumping y'all with estrogen
And be bloated as hell.
and be bloated as
Not
fuck.
enough poop can take that shit out. So what we calling the challenge? What we calling the challenge? Because I really want to push this, and I really want to make this a thing. Since if BLM can have y'all put a black screen in less than 24 hours across y'all the whole, I know we can get this one rocking, and this is way more important than pretending like we actually care. So what are
That
we calling this
so
challenge?
I don't know what we call it. We said we didn't necessarily give it a name, but the idea was that people had to show their black show like for instance, on my Twitter, I believe it's on my Twitter. I bought the David Banner God box. I bought the Keisha Kayor waist trainer and series or whatever, and I bought Queen of Fools book, right?
Hey,
So I posted my receipts on Twitter to show like
ooh,
I'm not playing with y'all.
I
This is
got it.
what we need to do because people not gonna waste their money. People not gonna, especially us. We're not wasting our money. We're not wasting our money.
We
We
need
do,
to
but
make this viral. We need
we
to
do,
make
but
this
we don't.
viral. Post your
This
black
a book
receipt.
ain't a waste. A book ain't a waste if you at that level. But if you're not at that level, you're not gonna buy a book.
And you actually got to read it, you know. You got to
That's
read it.
what I'm saying. They're not gonna buy it if they know for a fact they're not gonna read it, right? They're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna waste their money. And the God box ain't cheap. The David Banner God box ain't cheap. I bought the whole box. So we need to do something. I did a say their names challenge since everybody wanted to protest, and I wasn't necessarily against it because it was necessary because this country and this world need to stop fucking with folk. But I did a say their names challenge on my podcast, and all I did was play music for the motherfuckers that want to go outside protest. Okay, we'll
All
take that
right,
with you.
here go a playlist.
Play it, stay on the same frequency.
And look though, Yosef. But I definitely agree with that because I was trying to find because I wanna add some socks to my merchandise repertoire, and I was trying to find black owned manufacturers for socks, and I couldn't find it. You know, I couldn't find no black owned socks. Excuse me. Oh shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I just did a 10-hour shift and I'm very tired. But yeah, I couldn't find it, so I definitely agree. But wouldn't this challenge be more incentive? Because it doesn't have to be it could be a product, it could be a book, it could be an independent film that you saw, it
Thank
could be
it doesn't
any,
matter
it
what it
could be
is.
a comic book that you found, it could be anything black owned, it could be even somebody else's podcast. Like if you donated to somebody's podcast or you shared it or liked it, that's the receipt.
There you go.
You feel me?
That's
Like,
free donations. Remember we said
oh
free
yeah,
donations?
that's the new thing too. I'm no longer going to try to share my Cash App or nothing like that. I'm never going to ask for donations ever again. But what y'all can do is do this. A like equals $1 and a share equals $5. So you don't have to pay me. Just pay me some mind. Just like my stuff and share. That's $6. That's 6 units of energy that I'm asking for. Just like and share. And
You're paying attention right now, right?
mm-hmm. But it don't even have to be that. Okay, like Joseph, like let's say an independent artist. Like a black receipt could be, oh, I listened to bro's song today. I put a number on his Spotify. You feel me? Like it could be anything. It could be anything like that.
Yep.
I took that blackout screen as an excuse to not post. I like the idea of using my time. In other ways, I built up a flow of posts, though. Took like a few days off. I mean, hey, social media break is important. But what were you going to say?
I forgot. Social media break is important. I just didn't like that because, to me, people didn't think. We're in the Matrix. Think about Men in Black. Every time shit went black, it was a problem. Motherfucker tried to wipe your memory.
That's true, yo. So yeah, I mean that too. But I'm just saying, like, support period. Like a receipt could just be showing, like, yes, I really do support black people, black business. It can be like, yeah, like it's like I'm gonna do a little shout out. Let's say you buy the DVD Black Fans Entertainment. He got his own all black anime that's based on African deities and stuff like that. Like if you bought that, or that Netflix show that features black characters, if you watch that, you can do that. Or if you bought, like, let's say you bought Ankh jewelry or crystals, or got a tarot reading from a black tarot reading, or a black oracle, like that. Yeah, like that's showing receipts. Like
there you go. For instance, the ladies who did my piercings and my tattoos, and then also too, we have to redefine what a business is, okay? Because let's be honest, niggas will sell you anything. Black folks will sell you anything. They will sell you the clothes off their back if you got the right dollar amount, okay?
True that.
So with that being said, think about it, okay? The tattoo artist, it depends on how they fill out their paperwork. If you fill out an I-9, you're an independent contractor. I don't care if you're working at a call center, they're still an independent contractor. They're still their own business owner. Technically, with you having your birth certificate and your social, you are your own representative. You are walking business. But we'll have another conversation about that.
Mm-hmm.
But where was I going? Oh, so what did I do? What I did was the ladies who did my piercings and my tattoos, I offered them a free commercial on my podcast. Right? So I was gonna let them write their own commercials, and I was gonna do a commercial for them on the podcast, and I wasn't gonna charge them for it, right? And they don't have to pay me anything and whatever. So there's a lot of different ways that you can give back or contribute to a black business, even if you don't financially have the means to do so. Maybe you can point them in the direction of somebody who does. You still doing them a righteous. That's why everybody's always talking about likes and follows and shares. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's more important, getting the word out, because there's power in numbers.
I'm telling, like I've been trying to get to 1,000 since I started, and I am very, very grateful that we are right now at 740. Like I'm very proud of that, but it's like
that's awesome.
They smash on intelligence, and when you're exposing shit, they smash on that. So it's very important for the many black people that I know that support me, because without y'all, this information is getting put out because y'all are still consistently coming and listening, whether they're trying to block the information or not. That like you guys are still rocking with me, so I really appreciate that. So I know how it is to put forth effort and still get roadblocks, you know. So if we just like even today, like if you like let's say on Instagram, you just screen share like screen record a couple seconds of this conversation and be like and put hashtag post your black receipt. Like that would do wonders for me. Like that I would be very grateful because not only does the information get put out, but it shows that there's traction. It shows that okay, we can get this viral. We can have people like post your black receipt because that's gonna make them want to even okay, I'm gonna buy this $25 necklace so I can post it and I can show off that this is my black receipt because I bought this queen's jewelry. You feel me? Like that gives incentives to not even like not fuck me, but fuck me. Like fuck the podcast, like everybody else's business. Like we need to because we don't get the big companies. We don't get the big commercials. We're literally a lot of us are independent businesses, so we rely and we thrive off of word of mouth. And what better way to get your favorite product out there by post your black receipt? Like I can't think of a better way to support. Like honestly, and it's free. It's a hashtag. Niggas be on social media all day. Like niggas like literally just be on the internet all day because I'm an internet nigga. Like I be on the internet all day. So.
Because we do it any other time, right? We got Man Crush Monday, Woman Crush Wednesday. That's a black receipt, right? That's a receipt.
Rondo in the building.
And like what he said, your receipt could be if his page resonates with you or his YouTube, screenshot his YouTube, put the at his at, right, and then hashtag post your black receipt. Period.
All you gotta do.
Done.
All you gotta do.
Done.
And what I'll do is anybody who do it, anybody who share this video, anybody who do it, I will make sure that I shout them out and I will put their IG scrolling, have that scrolling so people know who you are. I'll do that. And I may have a cash prize for a special somebody. Like if I really like
I'm glad you said that.
$250 in gift card. Hey. Hey. So please get this out. Yeah, see that's dope. We're gonna have to have some conversations. Well, we already be talking, but we need to set some stuff up for real.
We could make it a thing, trust me, because these and the queen don't do you dirty, honey. The queen don't do you dirty. Hold on, let me see if I can flip my camera around.
Your energy too clean for that. I can already tell.
These don't even expire until December 31st, 2021.
See? See? That's fire. Yeah. We definitely gonna get
25 of them. And these are the stores. I know y'all recognize them names.
Let's get it.
I can mail these hoes personally.
So let's kick that off. Let's get post your black receipt trending. Let's get it popping because like I've been saying this. If y'all go back to my videos, that's why you my dog. Yo, that's why you my boy, yo. That's so fire.
That's what's up. Black power, you.
That's so fire. Yeah, you be on it, yo.
And did you hashtag post your black receipt?
Yeah, but make sure you get the hashtag popping because like it's gonna be so because I got so many ideas that I want to do that's uplifting black businesses. Like I can't talk about it right now, but I got so much stuff that I want to do for black businesses and entrepreneurs that like this is just the beginning. This is if we can get this popping the way that I know that we can. I know everything else I want to do for us is going to happen. I screenshot also just got to figure out how to post it to my YouTube.
Oh, that's I
Okay.
could tell you how to do that.
Oh, and Yosef, bro, I'm going to give you my email. Matter of fact, here. I'm about to anybody who want to hit me up because I'm accessible for the people. I ain't bougie. I'm bougie, but I ain't a bougie nigga, you know. So
right, I'm accessible too.
I want y'all to please hit me up, bro.
You talk topics, honey. I got topics. Another topic. Well,
This is my email. Oh, 1 second, Queen. This is like my work email. Like this is the email I use to kind of conduct business. Fat Club. Sorry, that should hold on. It should say Fat Club for you. So let me fix that. I'm tripping. Fat Club for you. And yes, that has a meaning, but I wrote a book, but I'm waiting to get it published, and it's called Fat Club. That's coming. I don't know when that's coming, but it's a self-help book that I wrote that I'm waiting to get published. But Fat Club for you at gmail.com. Yosef, hit me up, bro. We gotta chop it up. We gotta make some stuff cracking. Anybody else who got some ideas or want to link or want to do, anything, hit me up on there. If not, my IG at the_real_studio group. But what were you gonna say, Queen?
it was something else. I can't think of it right now. Oh, did you check out the moon?
What, outside today? Oh yeah, can you break that down? Because we were talking about that earlier about the moon shifts and everything that's going on that's influencing people's actions.
I missed it, right? But there's another one coming. So last night we had a total lunar eclipse. Okay, which means that the moon, we were in between the moon and the sun. All right, so but we're about to. This is the front of a 3-door portal. Okay, normally we have just an eclipse, right? Solar eclipse or lunar. We're literally within a 30-day period starting last night about to have a triple eclipse. Yeah, it was full. You can look at the moon. It's the sun you can't look at, and that one's coming. Okay, so the moon, of course, is represented by femininity, womanhood. We got to see one face of the moon, even though we didn't really get to see it, but we got to see one face of the moon because we were blocking it. The way it looked would be different. Okay. On the 21st of this month, which is Father's Day, we're about to have a solar eclipse, which is another step into the portal. And the sun in metaphysics represents fatherhood and masculinity. So it's ironic that we would have a solar eclipse on Father's Day. Okay. So yesterday, June the 5th, lunar eclipse. June the 21st coming up, solar eclipse. July the 5th coming up, another lunar eclipse because the moon rotates around our bitch ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with that happen, we literally are about to see two faces of the moon because we get to see one now, and then it spins while it orbits. Remember, it spins while it orbits, so we get to see two faces of it because 30 days apart is a full rotation. That's a full orbit, but the spin is something totally different. The degrees of it. So we get to see two different degrees of the moon, which can represent the rise of the divine feminine because now women have been acting in a way that is unfamiliar to men.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like that warrior spirit is remanifesting in women, and but it's being channeled in the wrong way. Just like because like we were ultra like unbalanced with our masculinity to the point where we had no emotion, and then we tipped into way too much emotion. So I'm hoping that if we have any type of shift, it would be to the middle way, back to the balance that
I'm hoping. I agree with what you say 100%, and I am hoping that that is the outcome of this portal that we're about to go. And ooh, right. So yesterday was the first moon of the triple eclipse. Well, first let me say this: we haven't had a triple eclipse since 2018, right? And I know y'all are like, "Oh, that was a couple of years ago." Okay, whatever. We hadn't had another one before that since like 1920s. Okay, we won't have another triple eclipse until
29.
2024, 29, something like that.
Yeah, I read 29.
There you go. And then we won't have another one after that until 2200. So we only gonna get to see this one more time if we lucky.
And remember, we're in the Aquarian age, so that makes sense that a lot of dimensional shifts and energy changes are going on too. Like that's
that. And according to the original calendar, which is not the Gregorian calendar, June is in a way the first month of the year. So this is kind of like New Year's. Like January was what, the Chinese New Year? Yeah. June is around like the universal New Year type of situation.
Which doesn't make sense, because why wouldn't like spring would represent like the birth of life? Like, spring goes into summer, so spring is the incubation period, and then summer is the birth. So why wouldn't that be like? Why would when everything dies, why would you believe that that's when the new year starts? And that's kind of stupid. Like,
well, it's only stupid. You're right, but it's only stupid if that works for it. It's stupid to us because it doesn't coincide with our natural habitat.
Yeah.
This calendar coincides with their natural habitat, because even as much as they want to admit it, this is a lunar calendar.
Mm-hmm. And we're off the solar. Right.
Thank you.
Right. Because so, we're the sun children of the sun.
Our calendar is totally different, honey. I wish I had my paper on me right now. I found the original Coptic calendar and like wrote down my birthday and everything. Like it's something just completely unheard of.
And I've always wondered, like, I want to see the original. Like, I want to see the actual calendar that we used to live and base our life off of, because we are off of our circadian rhythm. Like, we're literally living in the opposite of everything we naturally are. Like, everything.
Benjamin Buttons, honey.
Yeah, we literally are Benjamin Button out here. Yo. Like
Benjamin Buttons. We look at pictures of our ancestors being 116, 120 years old, looking 60.
Mm-hmm.
Benjamin Buttons is us. Benjamin Buttons is black girl crap.
And it's like, it's crazy how they put a cap on how old we can get when it shouldn't be. It can't be that. Like it's like y'all are giving us food that manipulates our DNA, that slowly breaks down our DNA. Like, it's really sick, to be honest. That's we have Black People Time. We have fact, bro. I'm glad that you say that. Yeah, we do be on Black People Time because we probably are on the actual frequency time wave. Like,
I watched
that's crazy.
I watched the interview with that. Well, I won't say an interview. I watched the documentary Erykah Badu did after she did her ancestry,
Mm-hmm.
and she went over there to her people, and they had an event, a ceremony of initiation for her, and people just start showing up whenever, right? So she was like, "Dang, you know Erykah Badu." She was like, "Dang, color people time is real.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just showing up whenever they feel like it." He said, "No such thing as color people time. We don't operate in time over here. Time don't exist. We tell each other what day to come, and people show up when they show up on that day."
Right.
That's how we naturally have always been. If we tell you we coming, we coming.
And look, and that's another. Okay, like this might be a crazy. I've said this before to people in my personal life, but think about this: if we didn't acknowledge time, do you think that wouldn't we age slower? Like if we weren't focused, because atoms don't move when you acknowledge them. Like when you see them, they freeze, right? So could it be that the only reason why we age so fast is because we're constantly on the clock? We're constantly measuring out reality instead of just living.
You are 100% correct. You are consciously prioritizing and organizing a distribution system for your energy and currency. I am convinced, and once again, I have no receipt, so this is my personal opinion. I am convinced that if we did not acknowledge time, we would never die.
I feel this. Okay, I'll put it this way. I feel the same way. I feel like I think maybe we would die because our spirit is eternal, but our bodies aren't. But we would live to 300, 400, 500 years because we're not acknowledging we're not acknowledging the past or the future. We're acknowledging the now. And if you're acknowledging the now, nothing else matters but what you're presently doing. Like now, go ahead.
Mind you, I'm basing that on a perfect world, right? I'm basing that on pre pollution, right? I'm basing it off of before anything else was here to cause the detriment to the environment.
Right.
Go ahead. What you were saying.
Well, even like, okay, I'll put it this way: we all agree that we need cars, right? We need no. Let me stop that. We all collectively agree that we need gas to run cars, but we actively ignore the fact that pollution is from the cars is negatively affecting our environment. So if we all collectively said that we don't need gas, we're going to use hydro energy or we're going to use light energy, then the whole system would have to change to that.
Right. But listen to what you just said. We all agreed that we need gas. That's true and it's not true, right? Because we don't all agree that we need gas because ain't none of us never built no car before. We just agree with what they told us.
Well, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. We accept the concept. Yeah.
There you go.
We accept the concept that we need gas to run a vehicle, and we will fight to get to the gas pump. We will get upset when they play around with the gas numbers, with the price of the gas. So we give our autonomy of our reality away in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Even let your body like think about this. Your body tells you when it needs to be fed. So, like, are you the body? Because if your body is rumbling and it's squeezing as a warning to you that it needs energy, how can you be that? You get me?
I get you, trust me, I get
So
you.
when I say that, I mean like the system is the body,
Mm-hmm.
and without us, you get what I'm saying? Like I
I
like
get
I
what
hope
you're
I'm
saying.
not
I get
like
what you're saying.
yeah
It,
yeah
it makes me think of fasting. It makes me think of fasting. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Like what you said, your body tells you when it's hungry. But if you've ever fasted before, then you learn to meditate and to tell your body, no, you're not.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You see what I'm
So
saying?
what if we did that to manipulate the matrix as a whole? Maybe we need a fasting of the matrix. Period. Maybe we need to all collectively decide to just stop. I always say this. What would happen to the system, right? If everybody decided to just stop, just stop, even for 1 hour. If everybody just sat still, what would happen to the frequency of the planet? What would happen? Like the whole system was shut down. For one, like that. Okay, let me read his stuff because my mind is running faster than my voice can allow. But time is only used to keep track of things, but thinking of age and what you eat, because you are what you eat also, but the brain overrides all trillion cells in your body. But also like when you fast, your body goes into reset mode and it actually heals.
I'm here, okay?
Yep. It fast tracks hit like cellular regrowth and all types of shit. So I'm just trying to use fasting as a concept of what if we fasted from the system?
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to fast, and we need to fast from the system. And I've been saying it for years and years and years and years and years. If we everybody and everybody's saying it now, and I'm happy about it. If fuck a 1 hour, cause fuck this whole goddamn planet. If we went 24 hours of
Hmm.
just all lights off, nothing plugged up, whatever dies, lay around, scratch your goddamn ass. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
These hoes would lose their goddamn mind.
But it would be like a good detox though.
It's a necessary detox. That's what the world is trying to do right now. It's trying to detox itself from these parasitic ass souls that is roaming this fucking planet.
Yeah. I want to show y'all what's our next topic that we got on the
We have,
itinerary.
you know what I want to talk about that people need to notice, and I don't know if we mentioned it or not. The change, the rapid rate of change of technology.
Right?
Honestly, because I was talking to one of my cousins earlier today, and I'm 36. My mother is 63. When my mother was born, TV didn't have color. And most people didn't even have a TV. When my grandmother was born, I don't even think there was no motherfucking TV. I think at that time everybody had radios.
Right.
And the phone was an operator and a rotary phone on the wall. When my mom grew up, it was a rotary phone. When I was born, there was rotary phones. I was born in '84. I got busted in the face with a goddamn rotary phone. That hoe has a real bell on the inside of it because it rang and so did my face. Then it went from the rotary phone, which is a phone to plug into the wall, to a few years later to a cordless phone. Then from the cordless phone to the beeper. Then from the beeper to the cell phone. Then from the cell phone to the two-way. Then from the two-way to the chirp. Then from the chirp to the smartphone. And now they got shit they ain't even showed us yet. And this is all from the rotary phone till now. In my personal, that's all within 30 years.
Yeah. I remember.
Go ahead.
I remember being in middle school playing Snake on my mama's phone and being satisfied with that. And now they got Call of Duty on your mobile phone. So,
bruh,
it's crazy. If y'all remember, Snake is when it's like when it eats the pellet and then it grows longer and all that shit. Like that used to be my game, and now we can shoot people. It's crazy. I'm gonna show y'all something. I got something to show y'all after I read this comment. Yo, someone's brought that up today. Every time it was a pandemic, new technology came out. Just look at every time 3G, 4G, now 5G. It's always been a pandemic.
Because what does the G stand for? What does the G stand for?
Isn't it generation?
Generation. Come on.
Yep. They be switching.
Every generation they try to kill us off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that means.
So what I'm about to show y'all, since we on technology advancement, what I'm going to show y'all is something that I went through in my English class. My English class. We had to do this project when I was in college, right? And he was saying that like people's attention span, and this was back in 2012. The teacher was telling us that like people's attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. And what I want to show y'all is proof of that. Since we're talking about technology, I'm going to play the very first music video, and I want y'all to pay attention to how many times the video cuts to a next scene. And it's going to feel drawn out. I'm telling you, it's going to feel like, oh my God. But I want y'all to watch it because then I'm going to play a modern music video. And y'all are going to see that it's going to be rapid fire. But so I'm going to show y'all this video. And this is from 1979. Stupid commercial.
I hate commercials too, bro.
Yeah, I really do.
I heard you on the wireless back in 52. Lying awake and then tuning in on you. If I was young, it didn't stop you coming through. They took the credit for your second symphony, rewritten by machine on new technology. And now I understand the problems you could see. I met your children. What did you tell them?
Video killed the radio star. Video killed the radio star.
Picture
The
Okay.
most common reaction to
I know that was excruciating, but that was the very first music video that ever showed on MTV. Like that was like the very first debut. So now I'm gonna show y'all a
I want when you're done with that, I want you to show a trailer for something that I think that the people need to see.
okay. What name a song? Name a popular song.
And what type of what's the theme?
It don't even matter. Just a recent song that came out. Okay, I know The Box.
I about to say you can't ask me, honey. I ain't on the TV or radio in years.
Okay, watch how many times it switches.
Can't nobody do it like I do.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy.
Y'all see?
I got the mojo deal.
Y'all see how many cuts it's been already?
She said the nigga so got the cash app. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can take that. And I really wanna know when you where I was at that, where the stash at. Cruise the city in a bulletproof Cadillac. Cause I know these niggas out there where the bag at. Gotta move smarter, gotta move harder. Nigga try to give me 5 mile water. I lay his ass down on my son, on my daughter. I had the Draco with me, Dwayne Carter. A lot of niggas out here playing, ain't ballin'. I done put my whole arm in the rim, Vince top, and I know Poppy get a key for the party. Shawty barely seen the double C's, I bought her. Got a bitch that's looking like a Leah, she a model. I got the pink slip, my whip's ski list. Compton, I'm about to get the key to the city. Patty, light up the seat. Forgetting out the coupe at the lot. Tony fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you where. I've been moving them out. And steal it with me, then he got the blues in the pouch. Took her to the forest, put the wood in the mouth. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. The private I'm flying in, I never wanna fly again. I take my chances in traffic. She sucking on dick, no hands with it. I just made the rolling plane like a landing strip. I'm a 2020 president candidate. I done put 100 bands on Zimmerman shit. I been moving real gangster, so that's why she pick a crit. Shawty call me Chris Cole, cause I pop my shit. Got it out the mud. There's nothing you can tell me. Yeah, when I had a job, South Street wealthy. Yeah, I had the coupe at the lot. Tony fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash. I won't never sell my soul. And I can back that. And I really wanna know where you where.
So, as y'all can see, they don't even let your eyes focus long enough to even they don't let you focus long enough to even understand what's actually in front of you. And you have to remember that's how they like flash those like for lack of a better term, those Illuminati symbols and that symbolism, they flash it so fast because they're switching the screens and your eyes aren't even focusing long enough. Like think of how many times you involuntarily blinked while watching that music video. Like we don't even think about that, but think about how many times you involuntarily blinked when they switched the scene. It's like it's almost like you like kind of surprised by it. So
I was picking up what you was putting down. I already knew where you was going with it. Can
Yeah.
you show the trailer to this movie called They Live?
yes, I can. Let me get YouTube back up. And can you explain your premise?
Go watch it at least one time.
Refresh real quick.
Okay.
It says we live in a time where all our information, books, news, social media, etc., is all censored by the CIA since the 60s. That's facts. I thought I was watching the news. Facts. Hey, it's not surprising that song is very popular and it's depicting a lot of the scenarios that we're going through right now. I don't know why out of all the songs I chose that one because I don't even like that song like that. And I listen to like independent artists a lot. So I don't really even, if it ain't South African music, rock music, or independent rappers, I don't listen to it. So I don't know why I chose that song, but that definitely depicts exactly what's going on, Pookie. That was good eyesight on that because I didn't even register that when I was watching it. But you said They Live.
What happened? Yeah.
Pookie had said I thought I was watching the news, like that music video was depicting all the stuff that's going on right now with the rioting and the all that.
Mm-hmm. You know what else depicted this shit?
Oh yeah, they don't know about. I don't think a lot of people know about this movie.
This is America. Remember that video?
Don't be caught slipping up. Yeah.
Everybody was chucking and jiving, and the whole world was going crazy in the background.
And what we doing now? Well, not us, but
Mm-hmm.
that it exactly depicts, Yosef, exactly what's going on in this world right now. So I'm going to show this because, yeah, my uncle has been pushing me to watch this movie for a very, very long time. And I just been watching clips of it, but
Sorry about my cough.
oh, you all good.
I'm choking.
Let me see.
Y'all need to go watch that movie.
Yeah,
It's about propaganda.
because I don't want to show too much of the movie, but there is like, hold on, They Live. Let me think, because there's a clip that I watched that I really want to show the people. They Live. Is it ending scene? Let me see. Here we go. This is what I need y'all to watch this. Thank you, Goddess.
Whether it's brides,
Goddess Queen, thank you for bringing this up because this is a perfect, actually, because it's getting kind of late. So this is a perfect way for us to end the live. And then we can I'm definitely going to have you back up here because your energy is amazing.
or an overdue makeover.
Blah, bullshit. Come on.
Gratitude. You have a awesome audience.
Thank you. Yeah, they be rocking, yo.
I know you heard that.
Yeah. But see, This isn't even what I wanted to show. It's a scene before
Okay.
that.
But that was necessary though.
Oh yeah. What is,
That statement, what he just said, we all sell out, you might as well be on the winning team, was a very deep statement.
here we go. This is Spirit is so good. All right, y'all. This is gonna be the last thing, and then we're gonna wrap it up. This is very, very important, and I want this on the wax because this is literally what we're living through. iWatch, and this is a 19 iPhone watch, and this is a 1988 movie. Like they've always been depicting technologies that they've been had. Like the Space Odyssey had big screens and all types of shit, like touch screens in the movies. They've been had this technology. It's just new to us.
If you look at stuff like, think about it, Star Wars, Star Trek, fucking 007. He was talking to his car. That's Bluetooth.
Yeah. Beam me up, Scotty.
Come on, man.
Start,
They've
yeah.
been having this stuff. You're right. They just now giving it to us.
Hey, hold on. Let me read this comment before I finish and then we gonna end it. The crazy part in this movie to me was how they had a portal at the top of a new station traveling back and forth to their planet. Right. That's what I'm gonna show. That's coming up. And I will definitely check this out, Pookie. Gail Peters projection. I am definitely gonna check that out. Matter of fact. Let me see. Let me do something. Actually, yeah, I'll do that later. But yeah, thank you, Pookie, for that because I'm gonna check it out. But all right, y'all, let's finish this and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Go on, take a closer look.
Attention commuters. Flight Alpha 7 to Andromeda is now ready for boarding.
Mind you, Andromeda system. That is very, 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 very important because that is like that is in the ancient scripts of our people. That's always where the aliens came from. So Andromeda system, make sure that y'all research that because you think that shit's sweet. But anyways, I hope that y'all got some type of enlightenment out of this. For sure, you were an amazing guest tonight. You brought such good energy and flow with the topics and brought new dimensions to stuff that I wasn't even thinking about. So I really appreciate that. Once again, let's push this hashtag poster black receipt. Let's push that
Black receipt.
all that. Like we need to show that we actually support our people in any type of way. And like I said, look out for a random cash giveaway. I'll be giving more information out on that, but let's get hashtag poster black receipt viral. I need it on Facebook. I need it on IG. I need it on Twitter. I need it on YouTube. If you go hashtag, I need it everywhere. And make sure you tag me so I know. So because whoever does it, yeah, make sure you tag Goddess because
tag us both. You gotta tag us both.
Yeah, because we're gonna choose out of who actually does the hashtag who gets the cash prize. That's how we're gonna do it. Queen, I'll give you the floor as we end this. If there's anything you'd like to tell the people before we head out of here.
You know, I'm long-winded, so I'm not gonna do too much. I love my people. I want to make sure that is always known, regardless of, like I said at the beginning, my presentation. Because at the end of the day, it's about my heart for us as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I love us, and I'm happy that more and more are waking up.
Right.
Because it's time. And, you know, we're a tribal people. Never forget that. We're a tribal people. When they snatched us and when they found us, because some they brought and the rest they found,
Mm-hmm.
we were already clicked up. We were already in tribes. No matter where you look, there's Indian tribes, right? They say the Choctaw, the Blackfoot, the
Mm-hmm.
Navajo, the Cherokee. When you go over there to Africa, there's tribes and tribes and tribes. We
Mm-hmm.
were always tribal, and they mixed us up genetically, spiritually, all kinds of ways. So that's why we beef. Keep that in mind when you meet a brother or sister that's not where you are.
Right. Because and it's crazy that you say that because you said you couldn't see anything when you played it.
Really?
Did anybody? 'Cause I saw it. Did anybody else? Was anybody else not able to see it?
Damn.
Please let me know in the chat because I will replay it before we leave. But
Definitely, it's important that y'all see
that
it.
I think that's crazy that you say that because that makes a lot of sense. Like some of us are more warrior, like some of us are more spiritual, some of us are more nurturing, some of us are more intelligent, some of us are more hand inclined, and that could have something to do with the tribes that our ancestors were in, and we just don't know because we've been mixed up in a salad bowl.
Definitely, because when like I said, when they snatched those, they watched them very strategically. And this real quick, just study the history of the invasion of Egypt, okay? And y'all will see that every so many years, almost like clockwork, everybody that was there bombed on them.
Right.
So what that means to me is that they bombed on them, and then because they're mountain people and cave people, they sat up in the mountains and caves and watched them rebuild. And they watched to see who was the musicians, who was the hard laborers, like he said, who were the blueprinters, who were the scientists, who was the mathematicians. They watched the fuck out of us. That's why they knew that when they brought motherfuckers over here, what we were capable of. You feel what I'm saying? They knew we could. Bruh, I could say so much about this, but I'm gonna leave it where it's at. Think about the full aspect of the system when you come across a brother or sister that's not where you at. I'm not saying turn the other cheek because I'll never be that queen. I'll never be that goddess now. That's a totally different subject. But just keep that in mind especially when you come across somebody who wants to be enlightened as well.
Right. Facts. You got to be patient a little bit. But at the same time, I will say this. If you have information, no, I personally haven't, but I will be watching that sometime this week. Yeah. You have to keep in mind that, like I always say, if I'm trying to teach you something that you have no base knowledge on and you try to argue with me, I no longer care about your mental state because like my new saying is, if you're not gonna argue with a college professor, don't argue with me because you ain't put the time in and you don't read and you don't research what I do. You don't have the sources that I do. You don't even know the people that I know. So, like, that's one thing that I've learned about being a teacher is that some people aren't going to take you seriously, and that's just like I don't know. That just comes with the territory, I guess. As a black intellectual, because I consider myself as a black intellectual, and I don't need a white man to hand me a piece of paper to acknowledge that I know something that I read. Like, I don't need that. I'm sorry. So, yes, I feel like I'm a scholar. Yes, I feel like I'm intellectual. Do I have a lot more work to do? Yeah, I have a lot of growing to do. There's a lot of greats that I aspire to be like. But am I the shit? Yes, I am. Am I up there? In my eyes, I am. I really am. So, Yeah, don't I say that I'm gonna end it with this. Don't if you know your shit and you're great because your ancestors passed down them traits to you to where you know exactly what you're doing and you don't have to think to do it. Don't ever let nobody tell you or put limitations on your purpose because you know inherently what you're here to do. Period. And that's the best way I can end this. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And we're gonna end this with love and light like we always do. Peace.